Alrighty. Hey gang, welcome back you guys. Episode 146 of Zero Carb Journal. And I'm Matt, as always. Good morning you guys. Nice to see you. How are you? Did you have a good week? I hope you did. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you had a great week. Hope you guys are staying the course, making some progress, feeling good. I'm doing great. I'm having a great week. I'm gonna raise my chair up a little bit there. I feel like I'm sagging. Doing great, you guys. Having a really good week myself, and happy to be here for another Sunday session. So welcome. Let's start with a bit of business. Let me just say thank you to my sponsor, letsgetchecked.com. Home blood tests. You can test your cholesterol, test your CRP, hormones, all sorts of stuff, vitamins, whether you've been eating right, all that stuff. So great information for carnivores of any stage. I've been super pleased by all the information I've been getting from these guys. Been helping me a ton. So go check them out. Letsgetchecked.com. I've got a link for you down there in the description. It says trylgc.com, and you can get 20% off of any home blood test using my code ZeroCarb. So thanks you guys for all your support with that through these past months, and thanks to letsgetchecked.com. And yeah, so there's that. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday and a good week. I have had a really good week. It's been so nice, you guys. I think I told you a month ago or 2 months ago or whatever, just how sort of optimistic I was despite, heading into winter and not being able to go do the stuff I wanted to do. And I've just been still continuing to feel that way. It's been kind of dramatically different than how I used to be this time of year. I'd be heading downhill into the darkness, doldrums of the depression season for me. I definitely was, my whole life suffered from seasonal depression. I now know that I was, I think, clinically depressed due to inflammation, because it just disappeared when I started eating zero carb. But there was a big component of that was triggered, I guess I'll say, by the seasons, whether it was the way my hormones changed or light or whatever it was, but I would just get horribly depressed this time of year. And boy, I'm feeling really optimistic right now. I'm continuing to just be pretty stoked most days. And so I've had a good week. I mostly stayed super positive, like I'm saying. I did some indoor bike rides, which was fun. I kind of have been getting back to my bike trainer, which I'm excited about. I have been kind of slipping on cardio these last months, and so I, especially with the weather turning and staying home more, I was like, geez, I really got to do something for cardio. I went surfing last week, and I noticed I was really puffing for air. So yeah. So anyways, I've been riding my bike trainer this week. I didn't get out and do any surfing or anything like that, but what else there was something else I want to tell you about this week that other than just bike riding. There's a lot more to it than that. I did a lot of stuff. So anyways, I've had a great week. I spent a lot of time actually working on my stove. I don't know if you can tell from looking behind me, but it's a little different in the top right corner there. So I've been getting muddy. Been working hard on all of my stove stuff, actually, talking to lots of nice folks, and that's been really rewarding. But yeah, there was something I wanted to say about why I'm positive right now, but I don't remember what it was. I don't know. Anyways, I've had a great week. I've had some really good connections this week. I had some great phone calls from an old friend, a couple old friends actually. Spoke with my mom, which was so nice, and yeah, I've just been doing good, you guys. I'm really kind of settling into this new, my new daily program, I guess I'll say, after, so many, such a long stretch of pushing hard, long work days in the trades on the boats. And now that that's dried up, I'm sort of restructuring things here, and it's been great. I've been really enjoying it. So yeah, so I'm doing good. I had a great week. From that perspective, I'm trying. Seems like there's something. Seems like I didn't tell you how much I did, but I did do stuff. I promise. And then from a zero carb standpoint, yeah, I've been doing great, you guys. I've been continuing to feel just stable and solid. I've been continuing to eat basically the same things. It was mostly just ground beef and eggs this week. I actually had a little bit of leftover bacon, so I just had like 3 pieces of bacon. No issues. as I've discovered, if I just eat a little bit occasionally, no problem. It's just when I eat a whole pack over the course of a few days, something changes and all of a sudden I can't process it and have problems. So little bit of bacon just that I pulled out of my freezer, trying to clean it out. And mostly I've been staying home and not refilling my freezer, getting myself any variety to eat. So I am pretty much just kind of stuck with the same thing, and that's been just fine. I've been just totally happy with it. So I'm getting ready to do a town run probably after the holiday here when things are a little quieter out there. But I'll probably go to town. I guess that'll be next week. In a week or so, and I'm looking forward to loading up on maybe some brisket or something a little fattier. I can definitely feel it when I haven't been eating, my extra ribeye or my extra bacon. After a few days, the burgers start to feel dry. So so there's that. I've been just eating my regular stuff. I've been feeling great. I mean, I'm solid and stable. My guts are quiet and calm and no pain or discomfort, and I've been real regular, and it's so different than it used to be that I'm really aware of it, and it makes me really stoked. So I've been doing good. I've been feeling good, feeling strong, feeling stable. Had some great workouts this last week. Rode my indoor bike, so I was feeling really active, and I've just been feeling good. You guys been doing good. Like I said, staying super positive, really focused on that kind of more than anything, and it hasn't been difficult. When I was trying to learn how, when I was really sick, it was a matter of life and death. It seemed like, and now it's just become habit. But I still do consciously focus on it, and it's been good. And I've been progressing actually in a lot of ways due to that. I've been, like I said, staying positive and trying to look for progress, and so I've been. One of the things I wanted to say that I did this week that's been so nice is I've actually been not just playing guitar, but practicing again, which is something that I really struggle with. So I kind of got myself, I haven't settled into a routine, but I'm getting close, and I definitely am motivated. And I did put in quite a bit of time this week, practicing, which is cool. It's something that I haven't done for a long time, and it definitely moves me forward and helps me progress. So I got a really good book, actually. I'll share it with you guys. It's called The Practice of Practice, and it's helping me sort of understand why I've had a hard time sort of settling into structured practice and doing the kinds of things that it takes to get better at things like playing music. There's people who are talented, but it takes practice. So it's been really neat. I've been reading my book and kind of focusing on making some progress and working on my techniques and methods to move myself forward. So there's that. Been super stoked on making progress, staying positive, working on practicing on being better at things I want to be better at. Those are important parts of all of that progression, is setting goals and all that stuff. So that's been really good for me. So I've been having a great week, been eating great, been feeling good. That's it. So I had some great interactions, by the way, with some folks this week, and one of the ones I wanted to just kind of touch on really quick was I was talking to a friend, and they were saying, I'd love to try this, but I'm so busy. I have so much going on in my life. How am I going to, have this big disruption in my life if I try to change my diet in such a dramatic way? And I was telling them that it doesn't need to be, it won't necessarily manifest as such a, major event that it throws you off of everything else. And it's real easy to get the impression that you're just going to be off the, sitting on the bench for a week while you deal with trying to figure out this diet. But that isn't the case. And so I'd just like to encourage anyone who's on the fence, who's thinking about trying it, you don't need to make it a big, huge deal. It doesn't need to be something that, I don't believe that it needs, it doesn't need to be something that you set aside special time for. In my experience, almost everyone who does this, for the most part, experiences, during transition, you will have positive and negatives. I believe that's almost unavoidable. There's very few stories of people who just have positives, although there are some. But that said, I think that what we mostly talk about are the negatives, because that's what we're trying to prepare people for. Like, watch out for diarrhea, you'll have low energy, whatever these things are that people experience during transition is what people who haven't started hear about and get really scared that, like, how am I going to be able to go to work every day and care for my kids and do my routine if I'm, stuck to the toilet with diarrhea, or if I'm such low energy, I'm already, at the end of my limit for energy. And so what I said to that friend, what I would share with everyone here is that while those things are true, some people do experience, more fatigue or more diarrhea or whatever it might be, they come along with significant steps forward, even in the early stages. Like, you'll do carnivore for a day or 2 days and you'll be like, yeah, I'm kind of hungry. Yeah, my energy's low, but the clarity in my brain and my lack of mood swings, have made it so that I'm actually, like, being more productive these days. And if I believe that if it wasn't that way, then none of us would really get here, because transition can be difficult. And I know that in my case, I'll just speak for myself, that in my case, the way I made it through that transition was because I was getting regular input, regular feedback from my experience that said, this is way better than that was, than you were. Even though this is hard, even though I'm tired, even though I have diarrhea today, or whatever it might be, there's all these other things that are so much better than I was 3 days ago that I'm going to try it again. I'm going to get over this difficulty that I'm having today, and I'm going to keep doing this because I feel I'm, so much better than I did. And so, what I'm trying to say is that, yes, it will be a little bit, it will probably be very difficult. Actually, I'm not going to say a little bit difficult. It depends on who you are and what your transition is like, but it could be very difficult, but it won't. What's hard to explain is that it won't be any more difficult than what you're already dealing with. If you're thinking at all that there's a reason to try this, then I almost guarantee that as soon as you do try it, you will realize that that you had a lot of reasons to try it, and that they're already a lot better. That there's hope for those things you wanted to address. And so, while I do think you will be fatigued and maybe have diarrhea and those things in those first weeks, it's not insurmountable, and everything else will probably be getting better at the same time. And so what I'm trying to say is, we make it sound onerous, the transition, because we want to prepare people for it so they can have some discipline. But the truth is, I think that most people find that once they start on it, you read in the forums, you see people's experience, they say, I wish I'd started this years ago. I've only been doing it for 4 days, and already I've had great days. I just read one like that yesterday. And so this is just a little reminder to say that it will be hard, but you can do it, and you can do it when you need to. Don't, if you can, start now. I guess what I'm trying to say, don't put it off, because you'll just probably be, you'll just say, God, I wish I had started this a while ago when I first thought of it, because almost without exception, people have, strongly, profoundly positive experiences. So there's that. It was, a friend of mine's been kind of kicking the can around and really is curious and wants to do it for their own reasons and for themselves. But it's a tough leap to make, and so I just keep trying to give them that support. So and confidence and encouragement that it is entirely doable, no matter what's going on in your life, and you'll probably instantly start to improve, I think, in a lot of ways. And the little things that don't improve, you will be able to deal with. So there's that, and that's about it for this week, you guys. I don't have much to say. I just wanted to pop in for my weekly journal and just share with you guys that I'm continuing to do well. And I'd like to say real quick, I have been getting your comments, and Dean, it was so nice to see your comment again. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi. It really means a lot to me, and as always, all of you supporting me every week and sending me your wonderful comments. Robin, Sarah, everybody in the group here, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me knowing that you guys are following along. I don't have much to share. It's been pretty boring these months, and I keep thinking maybe I won't do this every week. But as I've talked about these past few months, it's been really great for me to do it on a regular schedule. I notice that I'm better when I do this every Sunday, so I'm gonna keep doing it. I really appreciate you guys letting me know that you're still here. It means a lot to me, so thank you very much. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope you have a great Sunday today. I'm gonna laze about and watch my football like I do on Sundays, and just sort of enjoy a nice slow day. Get ready for another week. I've had busy weeks actually, so it's been sort of surprising and actually really nice to be busy. So yeah, so I'm still enjoying taking it easy on Sundays, getting myself caught back up and getting ready for a big week of workouts and work and all that stuff. So yeah, so I hope you guys have a great day. Hope you have a great week. Hope you stay the course. Hope you make some progress. And I'm gonna hit the outgoing video, I think, and get on with my Sunday. But thank you guys for being here. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next week. All right. Thanks, guys. See ya.